All right, how you doing? Captain Jack here. It is a wonderful Sunday night to be getting ready to talk some sports. Wanted to make sure that all of the folks were over to the show, getting ready for it. Got some people watching. Hey, just when Johnny's here, and Hot Neil, thank you there, reporting for duty as well. Hot Neil and Johnny, thanks for coming aboard. I am ready. And I got a little bit of the light's not what I really wanted it to be. I want a little bit more brighter so you can see the old face. If I took the top off of this, it'd be a little brighter. So we'll get with the lighting issues, and we'll make sure that gets done. But that'll happen in a bit. I just want to make sure that we're all here, and that's the important thing. The link was shared with all of the folks. We got that going for us. Looks like we got Hot Neil. Like I said, Hot Neil's in the house, and just when Johnny's in the house, I appreciate that. It is ready. We are good to go. I'm going to put my phone at the ready, but that'll be in a minute after I give the obviously what we do for every show, bottom line up front. Bottom line up front is these two important things. First off, in baseball, the series that people have been talking about, a 4-game series between the Rays and the Twins, had the Twins winning 3 of the 4. In fact, the last 3 games. The Yankees and the Sox, I believe the Yankees have won the last 3. I believe so. I know they've won at least 2 of those games. Yeah, Johnny, it is. But I mean, trust me, I need to show you that out there. Once that gets done, I realize, though, that I probably don't have enough wall space for all of the frames and all the pictures that I have. So I'm going to be sharing that by the walls that are behind me here and over there. We're going to have those things that people don't see all the time. It's going to be a revolving thing, so you guys can see all of the wonderful, wonderful things that the room has to offer. I like the studio. I like what it will be when we all get it together. And, I want an open invitation. Actually, a gentleman is coming down next week, hanging out in the area for 2 weeks. We're going to go to a game the following week. We're actually maybe even 2 baseball games. So if you're in the area, yeah, I know. I was going to comment on that as well there, Neil. I'm watching that. That's what I am watching. Because the big things this weekend is obviously baseball. Dodgers just kicked the Phillies' butt all weekend. The Yankees have, from what I understand, have beaten the Red Sox all the time. And the Raptors are winning, Johnny. Raptors are playing phenomenal. The last time I looked, they were up by about 6. Of course, I've been doing this, so I will get the score on when it comes on. But yes, the Raptors are winning. And for those that thought that it was going to be a pure afterthought, no problem with the Warriors going in. The Raptors are a young, hungry team. On board, Ed. Thank you there. So I'm glad everybody is here. But no, and I think Ed was saying that he picked the Raptors. And in hockey, is the hockey game on tonight too? Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that. What channel is the hockey game on? I'll have to switch between the two of them. What channel is the hockey game on? It would probably, well, is it 202? It wouldn't be NBC, would it? Let's see here. Throw the guide out here. I don't think it's NBC. No, yeah, that's America Got Talent. Probably the NBC Sports Channel, because no, that's American Ninja Warrior. What channel is the hockey on? No, tomorrow night. Okay, I thought so. I thought so. Oh, 4-2 Boston. Oh, see. Oh man, yeah, see. I was thinking when I saw Boston, I automatically was thinking a series. And again, that's like they wouldn't have the hockey final on against the basketball final. That just ruins ratings. So there we go. And no. I got you. That I was looking for it. I was like, I thought it was tomorrow night. So you caught me off guard. But no, that's fine. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. Like I said, going back to St. Louis, split 1-1. And so the Sox are winning tonight. Ed Winchell did say the Raptors he said in 6. It might, I mean, the way the Raptors are playing, it might be 4 or 5. I mean, they're just totally beating the Warriors. And it's silly. How easily they're beating the Warriors. The Warriors need Durant. And here's the other thing. The way that the Raptors are playing, knowing that Kevin Durant is not going to be there next year, okay? I tell you what, this looks to be the end of the dynasty for the Warriors. Again, I hate saying it's so off the cuff, like it's for true, but just the way that they are playing, it looks like the dynasty is done. I just saw, was that President Obama up there? Let me see if I can go back. I thought I saw President Obama, ex-President Obama, not the current president. Yeah, he's with the commissioner. Yeah, President Obama with the commissioner. So that's unique. That's going to be my only political thoughts tonight. Just win, Johnny. Like I said, Homer, Mike, Sarah, a lot of folks here. Of course, Ed Winchell. And again, as I said in the intro, and I'm going to say it again. I know. Who cares? It just caught my eye. As I said in the intro, and this is the last of my bottom line up front. If I say something to make anybody uncomfortable, if I say things to piss you off in such a way that you don't view anymore, I take that personally because I don't want that to happen. I want people to come in. Yes, this might be a quote unquote controversial, or it might be off-putting, but I don't want to do anything that will upset anybody here that watches. I want folks to watch. I want folks to come on board. I want folks to be able to talk. So if there's things that I do that upset you, the viewer, let me know. Because it came to my attention. Now I've had no, Johnny, I can't put, try not to put curse words on there. So I'm going to try to make it look good. But I mean that. So again, I've lost a viewer, and I don't know whether this viewer is coming back. And it's unfortunate because this one was a regular. So we'll see. But again, things happen, and I want to make sure that I'm doing my just due, being a proper host. You know, if I offend you, okay, let's just say if I offend you, and it's my fault. Okay, if you're offended by stupid shit, okay, I apologize for that too, for you being offended by stupid shit. But apparently, I did something that was off-putting, and I don't want that to happen. So again, I want everybody to enjoy the show. I want everybody to enjoy what's going on here. So we'll do that. And with that, I'm going to leave the phone. It is on. I believe there shouldn't be an issue with sound. Nope, the sound is good. So we got that going for us. We are on live. We have the page going, you know, as far as for the Captain Jack page. Everybody knows the show is on. So I'm gonna close down all of the extra things here, so we shouldn't have any issues. Knock wood. We shouldn't have any issues. So again, NFL training camps, OTAs, they're going on, and I'm getting really excited. And well, I'm trying not to be sensitive. And okay. But that's just the way it is. Again, I try not to be something but a positive force. Okay? Want to be a positive force. And if again we have issues, we'll work through them. But I can't work the problem unless I know there's a problem. So again, having said that, I see the Big O got a new name. Who, Big O? To me, the Big O is Oscar Robertson there, Jared. I don't know no other Big O, but that's just me. Line is open, 813-699-0834. Who's going to start us off? I am watching the Raptors. They are up by 8 with a little less than 3 minutes to go in the second half. No, Oakland. Big O is Oscar Robertson. That's just the way that is. And he got hacked by Looney. Is it Looney or Loney? Can't see what the kid's name. The big center. The new name of the Raiders. Oh, okay, got it. Well, naming rights. I mean, I have an old, and I could show you. I'm going through all of my. Like I said, I got all of these different wall hangings and framed items. Tell you the jerseys themselves are going to take up the majority of my walls. I'm going to probably have to decide which jerseys I'm going to display because I got too many of them. So I'll have to do that. I'm going to have to limit the number of jerseys that are up at any time, and then I'll have the ones that are back here that are on display, and we'll have to change that. So we'll have it come out. Jimmy Farrell, I see, is calling in. We'll see if I can hear him. Yeah, there it is. There. Jimmy Farrell, how you doing, brother? Now, what is going on with your Yankees and your Sox, man? I mean, the Yankees. What's going on?
Clint Frazier's in 2 hours. Now it's 6-2. It was 4-2 before that. They gave up 2 runs.
Okay, Jimmy, I'm not sure if it's my sound or what, but are you talking directly into the your phone?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it was very distorted.
Oh, I had my earbuds on.
Okay, yeah, it was distorted, and I didn't. I wanted to make sure that I heard you correctly. So again,
Clint Frazier coughed up 2 hours, so they plus 2 runs from that. So now it's 6-2 in the 7th.
Now, but the Yankees have won what, the first 3 games?
No, the first game was rained out.
Oh.
The past 2 games they won.
Okay,
Easily.
yeah, I knew they won at least 2.
Wait. Tommy, easily, okay? That's just for Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy hasn't been on in a bit, so you might have to.
I hope he's not on some ledge, this is Fox.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. No, Tommy's got other things that are priorities right now. So again, if you want to rap on Tommy, you're gonna have to do that yourself. I mean, to be a conduit.
Okay.
But no.
You mentioned hockey, okay?
Yes.
All right. If you're a St. Louis coach and you're down 2-1, what the hell are you doing at a St. Louis Finals game?
But they're not. But wait a second. They're not down 2-1. It's 1-1.
No, it's 2-1. They lost last night.
Oh, they lost
7-2.
Wow. You know what? I must have missed that. I've been so busy doing quote unquote pet projects. Did I miss game 3?
Oh, look at the ass kick last night.
Oh man. Well,
they took that goalie out.
That's unheard of. Then I agree.
What is he? You're in a Stanley Cup Finals downstairs. What the hell are you doing in a baseball game?
Well, now wait now honestly saying no, when was the baseball game? And was it what wait a second. If they had practice that day, you can't just stay at practice all day, Jimmy. You can't do that. There's only
be at a baseball game. I mean, come on.
Wait a second. In my estimation, okay, if the coach took the team the next day, which would have been today early, okay, if he went out there and hammered them on the ice, remember, you don't want to overly dog out your team to make them so tired that they go and lose the next day, right? So you do what you need to do to make the points be known that you guys sucked last night, and you need to do something about it. You do all the things you can to do things, positive reinforcement to say, hey, you guys sucked. Let's not do that. Have a good practice. Go out. And then after practice, you need something to take your mind off of it, especially if you got wrapped. Like you said, they lost 7-2, right?
Right. Well, let me ask you this. Then where's the coach for the Bruins? How come he's not out anymore?
Well, what?
But
if he's a Bruin, does he want to go to a Cardinals baseball game?
He shouldn't be at any game.
But wait a second. Okay.
Why?
If the Blues coach is at a Cardinals game because that's the city's team, I can see that. There's no reason for the Bruins coach to be anywhere. It's not his city. I guarantee you he was at a restaurant going out but nobody really cared because he's the Bruins coach and he was at a restaurant, I bet.
Why would he buy himself then? Why did he go with the team or something?
Maybe he wanted to be alone. And do something for him to take judgment of what's going on and then get things right, okay? And according to this, Mike Serra says Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce were at the Blues game last night. That's pretty cool.
That's different. I mean, they're not even playing it. This is a coach who's going to Stanley Cup Finals, get your ass kicked, and you're down 2-1. You got a game Monday, and you're at a baseball game? Sorry, I'm not buying that.
Okay, well, here's the thing. If the Blues go tomorrow night, right, and they lay an egg, right?
Yeah.
Then maybe you have a point. If the Blues coach didn't do what he needed to do in practice to get his team ready to play game 4, then he didn't have the wherewithal, the proper protein in his biogs to get the thing done. Okay. Now, if they lose tomorrow night, then your point is well taken. Honestly, Boston is a better team anyway. And to you as well, Ariel. Thanks for sharing that as well. So it's just the way it is. And Ed Winter doesn't like hockey. And yes, Russell, and I said it before, the Dodgers are the class of the NL. So I want to make sure I'm doing my comments for as I see them. So again, Russell, call in. We can talk about your Dodgers. They are the best team in the National League. And again, Jimmy, I get that. But here's the thing. What do you want them to do? If they had practice, right, and practice was over, what is he going to do? Stew?
I don't mind him going out to dinner, but, maybe hang out with the team, go or maybe the hotel. But you ever see somebody like Joe Torre go to, a football game or a tennis match or whatever? He didn't do stuff like that. I really like to know what a St. Louis fan thinks of that.
Well, you know what, Mike Serra is my resident Missourian, okay, and he's a Blues fan, okay. Also, Doc is from Missouri, So but I don't know if Doc follows the Blues or not, but Mike Serra follows the Blues. Hopefully he will call in and we'll ask him how he feels about that because he's a Blues fan. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. We'll see. But go ahead.
About this game tonight, how do you expect them to sweep? I mean, I'm surprised that Price is pitching. I mean, we usually hammer him all the time.
Yeah.
And you can win every game.
That's right. That's right. And you know what? Mike Serra says he had no problem with the coach being at the game.
He had no problem. Oh, come on.
And again, Jimmy, what do you want the guy to do? Okay, if he had practice,
maybe every coach or manager that's in the playoffs they're down again should just go to a Broadway play or something. Where's the Bruins coach?
It doesn't matter where the Bruins coach is. It doesn't matter. The Bruins coach is in St. Louis. You want the Bruins coach to be at a Cardinals game?
All right. How about when they come home? Do you want them to go to a Red Sox game?
Why not? Wait a second. Jimmy, let me ask the question. What do you do in your off time when you're not working?
I'm home.
You're home. Okay.
I'm home. Getting dinner ready or, watching TV.
Okay, because that's what you do to take away from your work, correct? That is your wind down, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do to get away from your work. So what's the problem with a coach of a hockey team?
It's different.
No, it's not.
We're talking about sports here.
We are talking about sports, and there is no difference. In my estimation, you need something to do to get away from what your team lost, and I guarantee you that the coach took to the team and said, you guys played like shite last night, got your butt kicked 7-2 by the Bruins, and he did it in practice, and he said, I'm not out there on the ice. It's you guys that are out there on the ice. Show me something. And I'm doing this.
What do you think the players are going to think?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What are the players doing right now during this afternoon? Where are they? They're probably in their hotel room. Ready for Monday's game.
Well, I tell you what. If you want to knock out Jimmy Farrell because he's been on for 10 minutes, there you go. Mike Serra said it best. It's called clearing your head.
I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it.
Okay, well, here's the thing. If the Bruins win, it's OBE, right? Because the Bruins will go back. If the Bruins go back to Boston up 3-1, the series is over. Correct?
Okay. So if the Raptors beat Golden State, Steve Kerr's going to go to Toronto Blue Jays game maybe tomorrow.
If that's if that's what he does to wind down. If that's what he does to wind down, because everybody always says, well, your team is down. What are you doing at this? What are you doing at a strip club? What are you doing at a dinner? What are you doing at X place? There are things that need to be done away from your sport.
All right, let me ask you this. The Super Bowl, the night before Super Bowl, some of these players that go out and
okay. Wait a second. Whoa. Wait a second. There's a difference. You said the night before the game. The night before a game, right? The Super Bowl. Yeah. The Super Bowl, right? You don't fuck off the night before the Super Bowl.
What's the difference?
Because there's games in between. It's a series. Right?
It doesn't matter. One game, 4 games. It's do or die in a Super Bowl. It's one game, you're in, you win. You're out, you're done.
Okay. I tell you what, for folks that are on here, I want your opinion, okay? Who do you side with? Do you think that Jimmy Farrell is correct, that everybody is got to drop and just be like a monk and not do anything to blow off steam? Or do you think that it's okay to blow off steam as long as you did everything that you could in practice? I want to hear from all of the people that are here in your comments, okay? I want to hear all your people with comments. And yeah, don't talk to me about B-Rob, Mike. That was fucked up. Okay. Okay. That's the way that is. Jimmy, give me one last one out the door, brother.
Let's go Yankees.
Okay. Hey, good. Thanks for calling, brother. It's always good hearing from you.
I'll talk to you Wednesday.
All right. We'll see you Wednesday. No, Thursday.
Okay. Thursday.
All right. We'll see you. That's Jimmy Farrell. That's a heated conversation. But I mean, he has his point of view. I just look at it like this. When you screw up, if you screw up, as long as you do something about it that needs to be done, you can't practice for 24, 36 hours after you lose. You tire your team out. Right? I'm sure they had a practice on ice today. Right? They were screamed at, they were hollered at. Okay, it's Craig Berube, man. Craig Berube, who is I don't call him a hothead, but he's a very heated, emotional coach. So what I'm saying is this. Craig Berube got on his players' asses. Got in their asses today about the way that they played, right? It's an off day. Other than that, you do your practice, you do something. Some guys want to go home and mess with their wives or go out to a strip club. As long as you don't get in trouble, okay? As long as you don't get in trouble, fine. Don't do something stupid. Don't go out and drink and drive. Don't go out and commit a crime. Blow off some steam, and we'll do that. Linus, how you doing? What's up to you as well? And again, thank you for coming in and making your comments, because again, I want to hear. I know practice. We talk about practice, man. Not a game. Practice. I got it up here. We talk about practice. So I got it. Kind of like playoffs. We didn't do diddly poo out there. All the good ones, man, up here. So again, line is open. Jimmy Farrell seems to think that the guy can't do anything after practice. Can't go to a game. Can't be seen at a Cardinals game. But if you're going to be seen at a Dodgers game, because the Dodgers are the best team in the National League, taking 3 of 4 from the Mets, sweeping the Phillies. In a 3-game set, getting on DC, relaxing, playing club on okay. They have to keep their wind down. There you go, wind down time. Relaxed and ready for it. Thank you, the game. Thank you. That's Mern, right? If I remember right, the game is Mern Shepard, correct? I'm working trying to listen. Thanks there, Ariel. And again, if you're in Las Vegas, go out to Pamplona's. Go see Ariel, best chef in Vegas, man. Yeah, okay. I like to make sure I try to keep up on who everybody's moniker is. So if I forget next time, I at least remembered this time. So give the Dodgers. I gave the Dodgers their props. Best team in the National League, sweeping the second best team in the National League. And I will say that about the Phillies. They're the second best team in the National League. After the Phillies took care of the Brewers and split with the Cubs. So best team in the National League. I'm not going to say the inevitable anti-Dodger rant. I'm not going to say it. I'm not. If the Dodgers can do what they're supposed to do, they'll be in the series. But it's what happens with them, who they get and how they get them. Yeah, I saw that, Jay Bruce. And you know what? That's okay. Jay Bruce has been underperforming. I think he's hitting about in the 230s with a couple home runs. He's a good player, but he's on the wrong side of 30. He's not a bad player. He's there to take the place for Asdrubal Herrera, who had a run-in with a domestic disturbance, and he did something stupid with his significant other, and he's on administrative leave. And Odubel, who was a cognizant good part about the Phillies, he's out. Phillies did something to make themselves better. Thank you, Raider Neal. Thank you. Yeah, lots of strikeouts. There you go. Well, then maybe with Jay Bruce and with Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper. And by the way, Bryce Harper, this is what I see, and I like Bryce Harper. You guys have seen my Bryce Harper jersey. I have a couple of them. I got a red one and a white one. I got my red also jersey shirt. I like Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper does usually one of three things. He either strikes out, hits a homer, or hits a double. He had, I think it was like 200 career doubles last night. Was basically a long single that he stretched into a double because it was against the Cubs the Cardinals, because their center fielder was playing in the words of the manager from Bull Durham, lollygagging around the outfield, lollygagging down the baseline, lollygag. What are you doing? You're a bunch of lollygaggers. Well, he was lollygagging in the outfield, and Bryce took second, which was his 200th career double. So that was cool. Anyway, Jay Bruce should hopefully help out the Phillies. They need some help. Huh? Here's the light I was telling you about. Let's make sure to get it out of the frame. And we'll do that. There you go. Anyway, line is open, 813-699-0834. While I was having this heated conversation with Jimmy Farrell, and again, I like to have heated conversations. It means that we're getting down to our feelings. Again, good on the Dodgers. I don't have the standings up. But again, I know the Dodgers are the best team in the National League. That I know. And I know that the Phillies have been playing, well, again, being swept by the Dodgers. They're playing decently, but they show that they're not on a par with the Dodgers as of yet. Hell of an arm, good outfielder. Jay Bruce, like I said, is either a home run strikeout guy as well. Okay, hey, thanks for coming in there, Mern. Fresno State baseball bout on. Yep, getting pumped up, ready to see you. Thanks for coming out there, Mern. Appreciate it, and appreciate the follows and the share, brother. I appreciate every time anybody comes on board the show. I enjoy it. Make sure you get the word out there because I want folks to come on over here for the show. Thank you for what you do as well. Line is open, 813-699-0834. I'm looking. Apparently, we're at halftime. The Raptors are up 5, 59-54. Shooting 46% from field goals to 40. So the Warriors are getting outplayed. No two ways around it. They're getting outplayed. And without Kevin Durant, everybody says, oh, no, it's a cakewalk. Best team in basketball. Well, here's the thing. If I'm not mistaken, the Warriors played the Raptors at least 2 times in the regular season, and they lost both times. They might have played 3 times. Okay, yeah, now it's the start of the third quarter. I wanted to make sure I was correct. So it's the start of the third quarter, Warriors down 5. Warriors played the Raptors at least 2 times in regular season and lost both times. That's a statistic. No two ways around it. Home and home at least. And they lost. So we'll see what happens. Again, they have the rest of tonight's game to come back. And they're the big kid, Loney, is hurting. I just saw a look on that. And wow. Okay. Well, at least it wasn't a front and back. So we'll see that. Hey, Mike Arline, call in, brother. Talk to me about your Dodgers. Linus, you can call in as well. Ariel, I know you're working, but thanks for being here. And just when Johnny is actually listening up as well. By the way, I want to make sure everybody knows that I got some new graphics coming in. And I thank, there's the tip of the hat, to Johnny for his hard work in that. And one of these things eventually, been working on the rooms. I didn't get a chance to do a lot with the other room today, but I will be looking at, during my off time, looking at, what do you call it? OBS. So hopefully we'll get some OBS going and we'll make the broadcast a little better. I'm doing everything I can. The only thing I can't do is jam more hours into the day. It's not happening. There's only so much I can do. So we'll get it done as we can get it done. And yeah, you guys that are at work, thanks for watching at work. Line is open, 813-699-0834. I guess that's why Linus can't call in. That's legitimate. But thanks for watching. Busy. Yeah, that's right. I'm busy, man. But again, I appreciate what you do for me, and I do what I can as often as I can, the best I can with my time. But again, there's only so much I can do. And the amazing thing is that while I'm getting ready for the room to be done, and I've already consolidated things, but I'm bringing things out of the bins that they're in, right? And I didn't realize all of the really unique things that I have. And I'm putting the things away that I have doubles of. So, might have some things I can, shall we say, do auction off. But that would be good. Rumor Gronk is coming back to the NFL. That would be a rumor because apparently he said he's retired. What's the source on that, Jimmy Farrell? What's the source on that rumor? Because if to be honest, if Gronkowski, he's got nothing else to prove. He's won how many Super Bowls, and he's had how many of course, BSPN. No, get the letters right. Bravo, Sierra, Papa, November. The Bullshit Programming Network. BSPN. Brady laughed at that rumor. I don't believe it. And I'm kind of watching according to my Gronk. Yeah. Gronk laughed at the rumor. Yeah, I would too. Why would he? He can do whatever he wants at another venue. He's a name. He's known. He can go out and do X. And as long as it's not against the law, he can get away with pretty much anything. Good-looking guy. And I'm sure he doesn't have any problem snagging any female either. I don't know if he has a steady or not. I don't think he's married. I think he's still single. But why do you want to put your body through all of that when you've had all these Super Bowls that the Patriots have won? And he's been a four-time Super Bowl champion? I think he's got at least 4 rings. I'd have to look at that. I know he had, my estimation, he has at least 4 rings. Maybe 5. I know he doesn't have as many as Brady because he wasn't on there for the first year. So let's say 4 to 5 Super Bowl rings. What else do you want? And he's injured a lot. By the way, thank you for being here. If you like what you see, give me 4. Thank you there, Ed. I knew he had at least 4. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. But what I like more than thumbs up is for you to tell people about the show. We'll get more people on here, and we'll have more people call in. I know if Linus wasn't working, he'd call in, I'm sure. Mike Serra might be watching the game. Mike says he doesn't mind about the coach being at a Cardinal game. It just blows my mind. Am I watching the Yanks on BSPN? No. What I will do is I should be able to do is click back and forth. So let's go BSPN. So got Sox and Yanks. And again, people were telling me that the Sox were up because Frazier gargled some balls. But that's what we'll watch. I mean, right now it's a commercial for both, so I can flip channels. At least I think the basketball game actually had some action. There we go. Was that a steal? Oh, it was a foul. Golden State's up by 2. So they're coming back. The Gronk is dead. From Don Poe. Don, who's Don Poe? Thank you for joining me though. Warriors up by 2. Raptors with the ball. I don't have. Oh, nice steal! Wonderful steal. And Iguodala back out to Curry, and he missed the 3. See, that's the issue. Oh, and then did he? And he blew the lay. I didn't see what happened. I put my head down, and Curry blew the 3-pointer. So we'll see it. Chris going off on the Raiders for picking up incognito. That's a hypocrite. I heard that. I saw that. I'm like, you know what? That's stupid. That is Cap Spalding. Thank you for that, brother. And I appreciate you being here. When I take this call from Johnny, give me a call up. Johnny, how you doing there, brother?
Good, Captain.
I'm good. How you doing?
All right. I wish the Yankees were doing better. But,
yeah.
Other than that.
And what's the score now? Is it still 7-2 or what?
6-2 in the top of the 8th, I think.
Yeah. That game's done. Hey, it doesn't matter. The Yankees will have taken 2 of 3 from the Sox. You're not going to win every game, but the important thing is you need to win the series. And you took 2 of 3 from Boston, and that's what you need to do.
We're the Rays at though. The Rays are creeping up. The Rays are there. I'm worried about the Rays.
But the Rays have lost 3 straight.
Oh, I thought I heard the news wrong. I thought it was the reverse of that.
No. The Rays had a 4-game series against the Twins. They won the first night. They've lost the last 3, so they lost 3 out of 4 from the Twins. Yeah, in Tampa.
Yeah, but even so, later down in the season, it's going to come down to the Rays and the Yankees. I'm just worried because the Yankees somehow always have trouble with the Rays. So
they do.
The Red Sox, when they get in the world, they can really hammer on the Red Sox sometimes, especially in the postseason. And this team is built I'm shocked. Like I said, I'm mostly a Raider fan. I'm born in the market of Yankees. I've always been a Yankee fan, but I don't watch baseball as much. But this year I'm sucked in because all the stars are injured. Judge is injured. Stanton's injured, and this team is willing their way to win games. They're winning. It's pretty impressive, actually, the way it's built.
Right.
So it's exciting to watch again, actually.
Yeah.
They're young guys getting shots. Clint Frazier is a really cool player. Now, they have TJ LeMahieu, and Gio Ursula is playing good. The catcher is smacking balls around. Sanchez is playing good. It's cool to see these young players.
Well, remember, and you mentioned Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez is on pace right now. He's on the same pace that Mantle had when Mantle was. I can't remember. Basically, the most homers in 37 games. Obviously, for 37 games, the most homers in Major League Baseball. Sanchez tied with the Mick. So that's saying a lot. So the fact that Sanchez is their big power hitter, with Judge and Stanton both out. And Stanton actually had about a week or so, he had a setback when he was doing his, what do you call it, the medical, coming back and doing all that. He had a setback. So they're going to need Sanchez to continue. They're going to need Judge. Judge looks like he's close to coming back. Okay. So that's going to be good for them. But when you get Sanchez continue to, knock wood for Yankees fans, not being injured, you get Judge back, and then you get Stanton back with the people that are already there. The Yankees are going to be tough to beat in the AL East. Can the Rays do it? Sure. But the Rays got to get over their own injuries right now. So it's going to come down to, in my estimation, it's going to come down between New York and Tampa. Will Tampa have enough juice? Probably not. But as long as they make the playoffs, anything can happen in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm a Yankee fan. I know that they're losing in the playoffs, so it's. But they're like the commercials say on the X network around here. There's a buzz. Like people, when I have freelance clients in the city and I'm working down there, or even in like White Plains area, everywhere around, the Yankee fans are like they're expecting good things this year. And then when everyone went down injured, all the stars started to go down. People kind of bugged out a little bit, but it just shows the young players on the team are scrappy and they're good. Good foundation. They have all the minor league players they traded away years back. They built that back up in their system. So it's looking good. But it always comes down to the end to see the Red Sox or the Rays. So lately, so
I think good things. Ariel says it's too early. Yeah, yes and no, Ariel. I mean, here's the thing. Remember, in football, we always can't say that this team's going to make the playoffs because it's too early. But you can see how teams are playing and how they're setting themselves up for the postseason. There's my favorite lady, Valerie. Love my lady Raiderette. Lots of love for you, Valerie. So yeah, it is a little early for baseball, but you know what? Barring a lot of more injuries, and the reason why we can say that it looks like they're going to go to the playoffs is because they played well playing through these injuries already.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. And I prefer example of I'm a Yankee fan, but I don't watch as much baseball. And this year, I've been watching a lot more because it's fun to watch these young players. They're like the games get really close, and then late innings they start smacking the ball. They're exciting. It's exciting. And to me, baseball is not exciting to watch really unless it's like playoffs or it's a series against the Red Sox or the Rays and fighting for first place. And they've been doing that, so it's been interesting. But yeah, there's a long way to go.
There is. And again, I want to thank you for everybody that's here. This is the gentleman that does a lot of help with things that I'm going to be using for my graphics, and he's going to send me some things that I'm going to be using. And I want to make sure that everybody knows I thank you for all that you've done, and it's most greatly appreciated, Johnny.
Yeah, no problem. Last night, actually, I was actually in Brooklyn yesterday at an art festival for with the Inebriation podcast. They're like the New Jersey Black Hole chapter. The guys from there, they have a podcast, and unfortunately we lost the footage. I interviewed a lot of artists there, and it was pretty cool. It was a lot of Star Wars inspired stuff. Raider fans would really like it. But at that night, another podcast called me. And they surprised me and got Stu Schweiger on the phone, the whole safety from the Raiders. And it was pretty cool. I was talking to him last night. I'm on the phone on another podcast. I got to pick his brain a little bit about Al Davis, which is pretty cool.
Well, I definitely would love to have Stuart on my show as well. And so again, anytime you have those connectivity, man, it's always greatly. Tell him that the old bastard pirate wants to talk to him and have everybody else enjoy the conversation with it.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I mean, I know a lot of people that have had him on the show, and he wants to promote the stuff that he's into now. And he was a great player for the Raiders during a time when the team, that was after the Super Bowl against Chucky, and things started to go downhill. Gannon was on his way out, and he got injured. Remember that play when Gannon like dove head first into Brooks? We were playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's when I knew it was like, oh crap! Like,
that was his last play in the NFL. He broke.
Oh yeah, you're right. That
was his last play in the NFL. That was on, and I remember that play because it was the year after the Raiders lost to the Bucs in the Super Bowl. It was either like a Sunday night game or a Monday night game in Oakland, and it was a nationally televised game. It was Gannon around, I want to say they were around like the 7-yard line or so, and he went head first. But Brooks just cracked him, broke his neck, and that was the last time he played in the NFL because I think Tuiasosopo came in as the backup quarterback, and from then on the Raiders have been looking for a quarterback, but before Derek Carr came in and solidified the position. But remember all the crappy quarterbacks we had in between? Yeah, Tuiasosopo, you had the kid from Aaron Brooks, and the kid from Notre Dame, Myrer, and we had the kid from Arizona whose father
Arizona State. He was a tall guy.
Yeah, tall guy, bed and breakfast offense.
Andrew Walter.
Yeah, there you go, Andrew Walter. Yeah, then of course you had Jabustis, and we had my God, there's so many. It's not as bad as the guy that had the Cleveland Brown jersey that had all of the shitty quarterbacks on that he did, but that where he dropped them down. But it was close. It was close since Gannon left, and then with Carr leading to Raiders to the playoffs. Although he wasn't in the playoffs because remember he had his ankle broken on Christmas Eve, and he got us to the playoffs, but he didn't play. So it was the kid from the kid from Penn State got injured the next game against the Broncos where we got our butts kicked, and then it was the rookie who played like crap, and his name is escaping me. Cook, yeah, there you go. Cook was the guy that did that game. His first game ever starting in the NFL was the playoff game, and he just looked like ass. So it's just the way that is.
We all knew that Christmas Eve when Carr broke his ankle.
Yeah, the season was over. That's it. The season was over at that point. Hey, Johnny, give me your best thoughts out the door there, shipmate.
Well, right now Boston's up 8-2, so this is horrible. I'm going to flip back to the Raptors game, and I don't hate on the Warriors. I don't mind the Warriors, but I'd like to see the Raptors are punching them in the mouth right now. Now it's a series now because they took the first two, and everyone thought they were going to get smoked, and it doesn't look that way.
No. Well, right now Golden State's up by 9. Now they're up by 11. So
I'm watching the Yankees. I'm about to switch back. They were getting smoked before.
Yeah, they're up by 11. He just had a put down. Some big tall European guy just had a easy bucket on a feed. So yeah, Warriors are up by 11. Whoa. So again, and I said this: the Warriors need to split this series because they can't go the way the Raptors are, because the Raptors are rappers. That was a Freudian slip with Drake. The Raptors are just phenomenal at home, and the Warriors need to at least split the series there. And so it looks like they're at least trying to do that. But Johnny, hey, again, thanks for all your help and support. Thanks for coming in tonight and making a phone call. Hopefully we get some more people to call in as well.
Yeah, no problem. Later, Captain.
All right. And again, thanks for sending those players my way, shipmate.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Take care. That's Just When Johnny. Line is open. I enjoy it. I was going to say it's game 2. I'm embarrassed. I missed game 3. I missed game 3 of the hockey game. I was so into what I was doing yesterday between different things, and I didn't even realize I was missing the hockey game. It was strange. We had a long day yesterday. went out and was doing some, furniture shopping that I need for the room. That's got to be a foul. Is that a blocking foul? Well, apparently it is. And folks, I am happy to say that we are joined by the greatest, most bestest chef in all of Las Vegas, Mr. Ariel Z. How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's going on, brother? Just wanted to call, say what's up. I'm trying to like get in here, between orders right here at the restaurant. I just want to give you, a much love and respect, man. I love your show, man. I wish I could be on there more, but you know how it is. I'm constantly here at the restaurant and doing things at the stadium. So yeah, man. So excited about the Raiders and everything, bro.
Yeah, I'm happy with you, man. And I tell you, the best thing that I got a chance, I want to make sure that I give you props. I was going through all of my pins that I had, and the most special pin that I have is that Raider shovel pin that you sent my way. And I still have it. I'm not going to put it on my hat because I don't want to lose it. It's too special.
Yeah, that was special, man. Tommy White, the president of the local union over here that's in charge of the stadium, he passed that on to me one time at one of the those meetings that I forgot the name of the meeting, the Stadium Board Authority meeting, and Tommy White's a real cool dude, man. He's always giving me stuff, and I wish I had more time to do more, man. But this restaurant's really ever since I got promoted to executive chef, I've been real busy with this restaurant. But I just wanted to let you know, man, that I know everybody's been seeing the articles that are coming out with the stadium. Man, that sucker is blowing up big time. And I wouldn't be surprised if I know that the goal is to have it July 31st of next year. I wouldn't be surprised if they finish by March. And according to kind of like what I'm hearing is that the stadium itself is all the concrete work, all the groundwork, where they're 6 weeks ahead of schedule, and they're they're just having, they're taking their time with the roof, with the top part of the framing, only because, that's like the hardest part of the stadium for them to do, because they got to take their time and make sure that they mount it right. If not, there could be problems with the roof. But other than that, the stadium is blowing up fast, and I'll try to get more updates on that and do more videos, pretty soon. I want to get back to doing that, man.
Yeah, and again, anytime you do videos, be sure to throw them up into the Captain Jack page, because everybody enjoys them, and they're great. They're great videos. They're great to see, and we appreciate you being Johnny on the spot. Well, actually, not Johnny on the spot. You're Ariel on the spot. But everything that you do for us as a group, I appreciate that, and we all appreciate that. And thank you, Ariel. It's great. And again, I am looking to come out there. I don't know when. I know that that the Reverend, Raider Rev, the guy that was with me the last time we got a chance to see you, he's actually getting married. I think he said the 3rd of December. So I might be out there for his wedding. He told me he wanted me out there. So if I get out there, I'm going to make sure I stop by Pamplona's and have some good grub.
Oh, yeah. For anybody that's out there listening, man, if you're ever out here in Vegas, or if you're here in Vegas, come by, check it out. We're about 2 miles west of the Strip. I'm trying to think, the SLS and the Stratosphere, the casino that looks like it has a big old UFO right there. We're just west of that, man. You guys come over here, ask for the executive chef, and I'll hook you up. I'll take care of you guys, man. I'd love to meet you guys, and it's all good times, man. But I'm excited about the draft. Are you gonna be out here for the draft?
Yeah, I'm planning on it. Hopefully that'll come to fruition. I'm doing all I can. In fact, everybody wants me in all of these different things. If I know about them beforehand, I can actually schedule myself. But again, there's so many events that I want to come to. But people got to realize that I'm on the East Coast, and for me to go to all of these events, I need the time to do it, and B, I need the money to do it. So I'd love to do that, but anybody any time that they can send me some information, or if I can get like some buddy fairs or things like that, I'll be more than happy to go to any event that is sponsored by anybody. I want to see as many people as I can. I just got to have literally the time and the money to do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep in touch on that. I mean, it's up till April of next year, so when we'll get a little bit closer, we'll chat on that and see what we could do if you would like to come out here. I know it's gonna be probably the craziest draft ever. They're expecting a group of people to be here. The rumor that I'm hearing right now is that it's going to be the actual draft is going to be inside Caesar's Palace. Like I said, don't quote me. It's just a rumor that's going on right now. So nothing is yet confirmed. But what I'm hearing is that since Caesar's bought into the Raiders stadium or whatever they're sponsoring the stadium, the NFL is going to probably give them the draft. And one of the other rumors that I'm hearing is that they might close off the strip for vehicular traffic. So basically what that means is, I don't know if anybody's been out here for New Year's, but they close it off. I believe it's like 6-8 blocks. And they do the ball dropping like they do in New York and all that. And but that's what I'm hearing. It's gonna be crazy. That there's gonna be draft like parties, booths all over the place, and so they're predicting that they're trying to shoot for $800,000 to $1.3 billion, just for the draft. So,
wow!
I mean, they're talking about this making a big money maker for everybody, and so it's gonna be crazy, man. So. Like I said, man, if you decide to come out here for the draft, let me know. I'll make sure I get you a room and all that. So,
most appreciative there, Ariel. And again, thank you for all that you do, brother. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you too, man. You're much appreciated to you, brother. Raider Nation has nothing but love and respect for you, and we thank you for everything you got to do. I got to get back in the kitchen, man. I just wanted to call, say what's up to you, man, and tell you, man. I'll talk to you later, Cap.
All right. Thanks again, Ariel. Much appreciated, partner. You take care.
All right, brother.
All right. Take care.
You too, man.
All right. That was Ariel, my favorite chef over in Vegas. Always good to hear from him. And I need to make a quick timeout here, because something important is going on here. But again, the line is open, and if you want to call in, I'd love to hear from you. 813-699-0834. And apologies again. I gotta take care of this real quick. I don't like to have dead air, but again, the Warriors were winning the last time I checked it. But the Toronto's been going back and forth with them. There we go. As it is, again, Line is open, 813-699-0834. Love to hear from everybody. Mike, Sarah, Jimmy Farrell's already called in. Raider Neil, if you want to call in. We heard from Mario. That was cool. We heard from Johnny. That was cool. We started out with God. I can't remember who we started out with. We have a lively show tonight. See, it was Johnny and Ariel, and I'm waiting in. Actually, I'm surprised that Hot Neil hasn't called in. Homer is here, or he was. I'm going through the names here. Jared said he's going to call in, so hopefully that'll happen. We'll see. And yeah, we heard with the three Dodger fans, but between Mike Arline and Ed Winchell, and then even oh gosh darn it, there was another person. Yeah, Captain Spaulding was in as well. So we'll see. But the line is open. We're only an hour into the show, a little over an hour. We're all watching what's going on. I said that the Yankee Red Sox game is practically over. I mean, technically, I can flip over and let's see here. Yeah, we're on. No, it's sport. It says Sports Center. I don't think, is it over yet? No, it's raining. Okay, it is bottom 8. Boston is obliterating them 8-2. It is raining hard in Yankee Stadium. Don't see who Barnes. Don't know who he is. I think would you say that Price did start out the game today? So wow. I mean, the fact is that win probability 97%. I can agree with that. I'm not watching that. I'll probably, at least the Warrior game is close. The Warrior game is close. And we can talk about anything else. Line is open, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. There's really nothing else to say. Again, the Raptors look well. What is it? Golden State up by 8, fourth quarter, 10:45 to go. Warriors have got to win this game. No two ways around it. Miss with the Raptors with a long 3, that's a miss. So back and forth down the court, no extra points. We'll see what we got going on. Like I said, it's 10:09, and if we have a call, great. If not, I have things I got to do as well. So we'll see. I'll give it in for about another 6 minutes. Hopefully, I'll talk and talk and talk. But if we have no callers, we'll have a show that ends a little early. So I got something on my mind as well. So again, apologies there. You saw me hitting my phone. And we got this going for us. I did get a call. Thank you there, Mike. Mike, Sarah, thanks for calling in, shipmate.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing, Captain?
I'm no, Jimmy, you can't call in again. Mike, Sarah is calling in. And Mike, to be honest, you'll probably be my last call.
Sure. I didn't want to call and tell Jimmy relax, man. It's okay to Berube is at the baseball game today. It's everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah, and again, Craig Berube is of such a mind. He's a very in-your-face coach. I'm sure that everything that he said to the team in whatever team meeting that they had today was put out there for everybody. There's no two ways around it. The team will either respond or they will come out flat, and then it's OBE anyway. If the team responds, then that's good. Then it means that that he did everything that he needed to do, and they had something to take their mind off of the loss. If they don't, then we'll see.
Yeah, it was a tough game last night. It was 3-0 after the first period, so it was pretty much catch up the whole game, and I think it closed it down to like 5-2, and pulled the goalie, and then I think it ended up 7-2. So it was a pretty bad showing.
Well, again, I missed it. I was doing other things, and I know you said I wish I would have missed it, but yeah, your thoughts there.
And they had the Cubs Cardinal games down there at the same time, and then they also had a huge watch party outside, and this mega thunderstorm came through, kind of like the storms you guys get down in Florida. And pardon me. And it just I don't know what happened to the people out there, but they had to seek shelter because it was a bad storm. So that must have been a disaster out there. And then the Cardinal game got delayed. And I think Cardinals ended up playing. I think it got finished like 1:30 last night Central Time. So it was a bad night. At least the Cardinals won, so that's good. They swept the Cubs today. Today they won, so they swept the Cubs in the series.
Yeah, and that's always good for the Cardinals, being a Cardinals-Cubs series. That's your main rival right there anyway.
Oh yeah. We hate the Cubs. But it was pretty amazing that my buddy, my other regular friend, texted me last night saying that Mahomes and Kelsey were at the Blues game, which I was surprised, but I guess they're supporting the Blues.
Yeah.
But I'm not obviously. I don't like any Kansas City fans to be anywhere near St. Louis, so probably would not have enjoyed them being there. But wish I could have been there to tell them.
Right.
No, I just Mahomes is a great player. I don't like Kelsey at all, so I don't think any greater fan likes Kelsey.
No, most that's a bad word, and they don't even care if you're talking about his brother. Just the last name alone evokes a bunch of anti. I don't want to say hatred. That's a strong word, although that's pretty much the way it is. For Travis, for sure, but his brother is pretty much the same way in Philadelphia. So I mean, at least we can see. I guess it just be the way that family. I guess the thinking of the Kelseys themselves.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, but the other thing I wanted to bring up just real quick, and I did post in my comments, was the Chris Carter deal where he was on one of his talk shows and just berated the Raiders for getting Ricky Incognito. I mean,
right.
This guy is the biggest hypocrite I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't he get a second chance or third chance?
He got a third and a fourth chance.
Yeah. And he's over here acting like, I'm in a Hall of Fame and I'm a great player. And, I don't like that kind of attitude at all.
Right. And again, I don't like the fact that he is saying all of these things. And again, like I said, very hypocritical on his part for sure.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. I think that I like the Incognito signing. I think we talked about this before. I'm not worried about it. I mean, like you said, he's on a 1-year prove-it deal. Can't get it done. Or if he screws up, he's out.
Yeah. And if he can go through and do all of the things that's good for him, great. If not, then it's just not going to happen for him, the Raiders, or for anybody.
Yeah. Exactly. He's gone. I mean, he pretty much is his last chance in the NFL. I mean, he is 36 years old, so.
Yeah, this is his last hurrah.
Yeah. And hopefully it'll be a successful one. Who knows?
Well, if he plays up to his capabilities, again, a 4-time Pro Bowler, and with the Raiders, everybody's talking about the racism issue. It's not an issue unless he makes it an issue, and I don't think he is going to. He's a good teammate from what I've heard from all of his other stints, and he's gonna do what he needs to do, or he's not going to be playing football. That's just the bottom line right there.
Well, the other thing that Carter mentioned was the fact that they're going to be practicing together. It's going to be perfect practicing against incognito, and they feel like there's going to be some major fight or something going on between those two in practice. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I think people are making way big of a deal about this whole thing.
Well, we'll either hear about it, because remember, not all practices are open to the public. Okay, if it becomes an issue that is talked about, bantied about in the locker room, and it makes its way out, then we'll hear about it. Remember, last year there was the issue where I think it was they were saying, and I can't remember which receiver it was, whether it was Jared Cook or whether it was Nelson, that says, "Hey, get me the hell out of here! I can't wait to get the hell out of here." We heard about it. We didn't know exactly who said it, but
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
well, rumor had it that was like Jared Cook, maybe, who said that. I'm not
Right,
sure.
right. That's why I said it was attested to Jared Cook, but they also said it might have been Nelson, so I'm not sure which one it was.
Yeah. Last year was a bad year. I mean, it was a disaster for the most part. I definitely don't see this year going that way at all. I think there's a major improvement, and I think they put together a hell of a team. I'm not worried at all about that. I think the only thing that's holding us back is the schedule, because it's a little tough.
Yeah,
But,
it is.
You know.
It is. Well, are you in the weight room still, or?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm on the machine. That's why I'm kind of talking out of breath here. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was trying to figure out what all of the extra sound was. Again, do an extra 5 minutes for me, and I'll call it my PT for the night.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. Go Blues. Go Raiders. Talk to you soon.
All right. Hey, thanks again for calling in, Mike.
Take care.
All right. That's Mike Serra, who agrees with me in the fact that Berube can go to the game. There's nothing wrong with Craig Berube going to the game. So we see that. Jimmy Farrell says that was a big issue. I don't know, but we were debating it. I don't think it's a big issue, but what do I know? And I think that if anything is an issue, it's the fact that I played the round music going out. So, having said that, and I made up for it, that's the show tonight. I got some things going on I need to tend to. Keep kind thoughts for those of us that need to have kind thoughts expressed to them. I hope that we're all doing well. I'm not at my peak, but I'm trying. But make sure you're here with us on Thursday. We'll have another show, and it's always fun. And get the word out. I enjoy talking with people, and it makes my days a lot better. So, if the Yankee game is a game again, apparently it might be, but I don't think so. Like you said, there's a 97% chance that the Yankees are going to lose. I think I like those numbers. But apparently they got in a run on a balk, but such is life. Anyway, y'all take care. We'll be back here on Thursday, and hope to hear from y'all again then. So take care. We'll see you there for our next broadcast.